Welcome back to my beginner's guide walkthrough thingy for Battle Brothers. We're actually kind of at the point, pretty typical, I'd say, around a day 85, day 90. I mean, if you're just moving at a decent pace, not rushing or anything, you should be hitting whatever your first crisis is. So we're pretty much on track for that. With a large group like we have, I mean, we have moved up to 16 personnel on the roster here. They're not going to be as high level and well equipped as they probably would be if you had a regular party of 12. So by day 85 or 90, I would expect, I think my highest level guy is probably 7, 8. Yeah, 8. You might have some people 9 or 10. I don't know if unless you're really rushing or really trying to focus kills on one of your people, you're probably not going to get all the way to 11 to max level, but you can be getting pretty close. And because you're not going to be spending as much money buying or you'll be selling some of this armor to make more money, you could buy better armor for your personnel, so you probably have a little better equipment as well, but you'll have fewer people. So anyway, I think we're pretty much on track. Now, the war between the houses, we haven't actually done the ambition yet, where we get to unlock the noble quests. But because we've got this ambition going on now, we've unlocked some of the noble level quests, but they're going to be specifically for the war. So let's go at least see what this guy has to offer. And these, unlike the other ones where I kind of skip through because I've seen them enough, you better watch these a little more carefully because you're probably not going to have seen them as much. So you gotta make sure you know what you're getting into. Okay. Skip down. Fighters to stay around Dorne and defend it from southern saboteurs and raiders. 1990. So that's quite a bit of money. 2 skulls. Again, theoretically, the skulls are supposed to give you an idea of how difficult the mission is. And theoretically, the amount you're paid has very little to do with the difficulty and has more to do with your renown. The more successful your missions have been, the higher your renown, the more you get paid. Whereas the difficulty of the quest is supposed to be based off of an analysis of your personnel, their level, and their equipment, I think. But in my experience, whenever you see a really high payment, it's probably going to be a pretty tough mission. But I'm looking for a fight. Let's take a look, see what it's going to do here. And $2,000 is a pretty good deal. It does say Altenhof, so let's do at least one thing. Let's just see, where is Altenhof. Normally, you accept a quest, it's for the town that you're at, right? But when it's a noble house like that, which is the colored banner like that, it could be anywhere in that kingdom, in that realm. So it's not here in Dorne, it's in Altenhof, not at Dorne. Altenhof, which is way over here. Now, do I want to wander all the way over there to fight these people? I mean, it's $2,000 because it would take me a day and a half, 2 days to get over there and then get back. And I'm already spending $250 a day. So we're talking, what, 750, 1,000 gold just to walk there and back? Probably not worth it. So, instead, there was a smaller quest here. I had 3 skulls. Okay. And they must hunt lindworms. Not what I'm looking for. Lindworms are a slightly more difficult quest. And if you don't have the right gear and stuff, they can be tough to deal with. So we're not looking for that right now. I would like to do this southern mission and win this, so no quests here. We do have a bunch of other towns in the area, and theoretically, Every army destroyed, every contract fulfilled will bring you closer. I can just go down and try to raid anything I see from one of these southern towns. Now, I don't usually do those. Anyway, anything we see from the southern towns, if we destroy it, it will help the war end in favor of the northern places. Now, I could very easily take out one of these. I don't want to attack both of them at the same time. So, let's just kind of hover around here. They don't view us as an enemy yet. So if we just kind of hang around. In fact, I could use some food. I might buy some stuff from them while I'm here. In fact, I might try to sell some stuff while I'm here. So there's lots of problems, so I might get some good prices here. Let's see what my items are selling for. 18 for shields. That's a good price. So we can get, first of all, the crap stuff that I'm not going to use much. Okay, got some extra armor. Let's get rid of a few shields there. Those are worth a decent amount. I'm not going to use those. Not going to use those. Not going to use those. I don't need the short swords anymore. We got better swords. Don't use the short bows. I only need one crossbow. I don't need regular arrows. I will keep the javelins. Alright, I don't need that. I've got plenty of better pole arms. So we're even just right there, running through a few things. I've got a decent amount of money back. Now, unfortunately, because the prices are high, food's expensive. I'm going to buy enough to get 3 days worth of provisions and try to buy some food back in my more friendly town to the north. So let's head on back. Maybe those little armies have split up. Although it's night, it's going to be hard to spot them. I might be able to see their footprints. And these guys, they have decent gear, so killing them would get me hyenas. And it doesn't say what's in there, so I don't feel like being risky. Like patrolling back. That's not what I was expecting. We're on the hunt for somebody. And you can tell the footsteps are getting darker, so we're getting closer. We should move faster than most things on the map, so... there's some fire up here. We're going to need to buy some food. We're running out. I didn't know, when it says that it's good for 37 provisions a day, that's for like on the road on regular terrain. Since we were wandering around the desert, you'll consume food at a faster rate. If you're in the mountains, you'll consume food at a much faster rate. So you have to keep that in mind as well. That'll at least get us through one day, and then maybe we can go north to that town. Now, we haven't caught anything, but it looks like there's some kind of fight here. Oh, man. Well, I don't want to fight all of that. Again, I could take out one of these little elements pretty easily, I think, but not all of that. However, they're going to burn this down pretty quickly, so I kind of want to stick around. But I do need food too, so we'll come up here. It's been an unsuccessful run so far. They've got raiding as well. And in fact, I may even get better prices here. Yep, 20, because they have economic issues with the raiding, and I'm very friendly with this town, so I get better prices. I'm going to sell a few of these other items just to make a little money. I'm not going to use that. And even though they've got the economic issues, their prices are not going to be as outrageous, although they're still pretty high. All right. Let's see if I can sneak back down here again, if they're still burning it. Nope. Noxer's 21. We could take those guys. Again, that's not what I'm after. But let's kill them. I gotta kill something. So, what do we need to do when we're killing Noxerers? We need to get our cutting weapons. So, cleaver for that guy. This guy's pretty good. Actually, let's make sure we don't have our best swords. Like that one is a good sword. We'll give him a mediocre sword. These guys in the middle don't need to worry about it too much. Alright, so who's got... He's 62. He's 62. He's 63. He's got an arming sword. It's a very good sword. 63. So he'll get a sword. Where's my 62 guy? Do I have any... It's a decent sword there. There's another 62 guy around here somewhere. We can give him that sword. This is the only one who's going to be accurate enough that doesn't need the 10% to hit bonus. So he'll have a cleaver. Everyone else has swords except for the really crappy guy. 57, 58, and 61. It doesn't look like I have another good sword, so we'll give him the spear. My guys in the front line have pretty good armor. A decent guide, I guess, to look for is fatigue. I try to make sure my guys have 80 fatigue or more, around 80 fatigue. If they're a lot higher than 80, then that means they can probably use more armor on them. And if they're below 80, that means they're going to tire out and only get to swing and attack like once a turn very quickly after the fight starts. So 80 is kind of the guide I go for. Now this guy, he could carry more because he's a farmer and he's got a lot of fatigue, but I don't have any heavier gear for him. Same with this guy. It's 110. That's only 95. But we can look at some of the guys with lighter armor. This guy is this padded leather. 80 for 8 fatigue, 95 for 10. So he could, but he's at 72. So he's already a little over encumbered. Spears, if you look, only take, well, it takes 10 fatigue to use. Swords take the least, actually. 10 as well, okay, well, maybe. How about the axe? The axe takes 13, so the cleaver takes 12. Doesn't seem like a lot, but and you're swinging every turn, it does add up and make a difference. So spears and swords take less. This guy has padded leather as well. He's got 83, so he could have a little bit more weight on him. And these guys in the back, again, especially the guys in the ends, who are going to be a little more at risk, I can put heavier armor on. All right. Which of these guys is better? 65, 64. So the guy who's got 65 will give the pike. That is a that gives a bonus to hit of 10 as well, because it's like a spear. So, and it does a lot of damage, 60 to 80. Whereas these do 60 to 75. In fact, the pike actually does more damage, but only a little bit more. These do more damage to armor and stuff, but you know the Noxerers don't have it. But they already hit well, so I'm gonna kind of divvy out the bonus to hit. We'll let these guys get to the okay, well, we'll attack them on the hills. In fact, the hills might be a little better just because it will slow them down and give me some options. It doesn't look like it's too hilly, though, so. Now. So, it's a couple things. I don't want to... I mean, I'm a little at risk for being outflanked just because my front and my back are even. But this guy is anchored on the high ground here, which is really powerful, because if they do start circling around, he's just going to be able to hit them better. And this top part, my shield guy is one step above, so it's going to be harder to get my back line. So we'll stay here. Again, you could use spear wall. These guys are pretty reckless about charging in, but I don't think it's a big deal. We'll probably shield wall and let them charge in next turn. Hopefully the shield wall will keep my people safe, and then we can just start chopping them up. So he can wait. We'll try to spread out our arrows. In fact, we may try to focus a little bit more on the top, just because it seems like there's more up here and they might circle around, but it's pretty even. Good. Missed. Not so good. And... alright, that's good. Got a few wounds. Everyone in the front's just going to shield up. We could, with these swords, especially the guys in the ends, you could use the riposte if they've got the right kind of swords, the parry. But if I use it now, they're only going to move forward. They might attack once next turn. It's not going to be worth it. So, but for the guys in the ends, that riposte ability can be pretty powerful. All right. And while they do rush mindlessly sometimes they'll wait because they see we're shield walled and they know that if they wait, we may drop it. So, but this means now, when we kill them, we can step forward and cover the body, and then they can't rush forward and eat it. They'll get to swing at us, but at least they won't be able to get larger. 70%, and he missed. Too bad. And almost killed him. The pike might have done enough damage to kill him, but it's all right. Well, actually, I probably don't need to step out of the way anymore, but let's do this. Hit him. Step in. Now, these guys have pretty poor nerve, or resolve. So, panic will be a big help in this particular fight. And let's keep hitting these guys in the back. No, let's hit this guy. And this guy can maybe step forward and hit him. Step forward in the corpse. We'll riposte with him and see what happens. This guy could actually stand here, I think. If they want to come in here, he'll get swarmed a bit, but I think that's fine. We'll shoot just somebody else in the back. In fact, let's step forward. That'll give us a slight bonus to hit. So 47%, it's 50. Hit somebody else, but that's fine. Again, we don't want to kill them back here, so I'm going to keep trying to shoot at different targets in the back ranks. And I don't actually necessarily want them to run. So I might shoot at, like, this guy who's not as panicked. And he can stand there for now. And you can see, he got a riposte off. That's one. And next turn, they'll get to go first. He'll have his riposte up still. Let's kill this guy. I could hit him, but if I kill this guy, which I think I have a very good chance, 60% as opposed to 64. If I kill this guy, I think the panic will hurt their morale more. So, and you can see it went down to wavered, went down to wavered. This guy went down. So now next turn they're going to have a much harder time. And I guess I can swing with this guy too. That guy can't go. That guy can't go. He might as well step forward. Now this guy could step forward here and swing. Kind of leaves him exposed a bit, but I think it's okay. And it will cover that body up so they can't walk up and eat it. And this guy should be able to do a couple of hits. Now, do I hit this guy, kill it, and then I don't know if they can take 2 steps and eat him. And again, 1 kill will panic everybody, so it's probably worth it. And he'll wait. And that's one of my end guys up there. He's got high defense anyway, so I'm less worried about him being surrounded. He stepped forward onto the corpse and didn't eat it, so we're good. We can. And now we should be able to chop these guys up very easily. Rotate out of the way. Step in. Let's shoot. We're gonna shoot. Actually, let's step up here. Get that guy. Or miss. He can wait. Because these guys are probably going to kill him. This guy only can hit this guy, so he might as well swing. And miss again. I do kind of want to kill this guy so I can move forward and maybe catch some of these guys. So maybe... see if I can get him. He isn't going to be able to get anybody, so he'll just move in here. Now again, if I can step down and shoot him, good. That might make it easier to rush over here and get someone on this hilltop. And let's move in here. He's surrounded a bit, but that's okay. And if we can hit this guy, maybe we can break him. Yep. So now he won't swing anymore. I'm not... well... so I could swing, or if I want to be really risky... wait, this guy has not gone. So I could try to step up the hill, give him a free shot, hope I don't get hit, and just get up there. But these guys go in 12 turns. This guy goes in 4 turns, so he can step through and not get attacked. So we'll just do this attack while we're here. Let's move here. That guy's got someone touching him, so we're good. This guy can come up, kill somebody. Keep going. He's stuck, so now I'll just start stabbing people. He can move through now. Hit the guy who's not running. And now it's turning in. In fact, now we can move over here and just get multiple hits on people. And that might be the only survivor. Oh, there you go. Free hit. Oh, that guy too. Okay, so a couple survivors. And yeah, we'll run them down. And none of this stuff is critical, but it's all experience, which is the most important thing. And there'll be a little bit of loot. Up here, so you can't get away. See, that one was at full strength, and the pike killed it with one shot. So that extra little bit of damage does make a difference sometimes. And all right, now, just because it gave us the option to end the game, we said run them down. We don't actually have to run them down. We can come up here to the retreat flag. Don't do it if it hasn't already said you're winning, but now you can click on it and it goes back to this part and says the enemy retreats. So now I can say it's over. I don't have to wait for them to run off the map. Just a little trick, it doesn't really let you know that. Not a lot of loot. Again, most of these beasts don't leave a lot, but it's something. And we did have someone level up, so let's take a look. I actually had a couple. So what do we got? We got a dude. So 2 isn't great, but hitting things is important. So let's go that, and that. That's typically the most important. I mean, health is helpful, and you're going to need some resolve, but he starts at confident. He's got the standard bearer nearby, so we'll take a gamble there. And if we do this again, now he's a much more effective combatant. He's gained 5% chance to hit. 6 defense, and 7 fatigue. So that's all pretty significant. Another dude. Okay, so 2 defense is okay. However, this guy already has a lot of health, so sometimes we're going to just pump up his strengths. So this guy, he doesn't have a Colossus yet, and he's at 91 health. We could give him Brawny, but he's doing okay fatigue-wise. Let's give him this just to help him stay alive and avoid injuries. 113 health, so yep, he is a Colossus, all right. And our polearm guy. This is not the light polearm guy. He's just a straight-up regular polearm guy. +4 to hit, move it up quickly. He does not have great resolve, so we might take the +4 here. We have a chance. And we could take range defense. I think we'll take the health. Again, that'll keep him alive. Doesn't need the shield. He's using a two-handed weapon, so while brawny will be helpful, he's going to suffer less from fatigue issues. So let's give him this just to keep him alive. I could give him quick hands, but it's not going to come up too much, I don't think, at this point. So, good. Colossus is from that. So now, again, nice and tough. He'll stay alive, which is what we want. We didn't get hurt that much, so we could just continue on. Now, I kind of thought those little armies we saw would come back down to their towns, but they have not. They must have continued on. I saw the footprints go up to the northwest. I didn't think everybody went up that way, but apparently they did. So we're going to have to buy some expensive food again. At least one of their problems went away, though, so that's kind of helpful. But again, 94 is a lot. We can sell some of these items at least to help make up for it. And let's head on back. Now, since we're hunting their armies, it won't auto-pause from the mod I have. Oh, what do we got here? 8 dudes. 8 dudes is perfect, and they don't have any ranged guys. So let's take a look. They're not usually as heavily armored as the Northerners, but having a bunch of swords is probably not in my best interest for this. They probably have shields, decent armor, and helmets. So I may give my best guy up here an axe, just a good all-around weapon. Get rid of that sword, it's just extra weight. I don't know why I had that. He has enough fatigue for better gear, but I don't think I have better gear to give him. 57% to hit. We'll give him the +20 from the spear. He's going to need it. This guy's 65%. And again, we were talking about him earlier. Not a huge amount of fatigue. I think the flail might actually be the best weapon for him to use, just to avoid the enemy shields. This guy, his attack is high enough that a flail might be okay, but his fatigue is already low, and if I give him these flails, it's gonna, the flail's heavier, and again, it takes 15 fatigue to swing instead of 10 from the spear. So he may keep the spear on him. 62% man has 88 fatigue, and he's wearing decent armor, so we can give him one of these good flails. This is 63. It's 62. Let's give... Actually, well, he has a +1 to hit. This guy does 10% more damage. So we'll give him the actual better weapon, just because he'll do more damage with it. We'll give this guy a flail. 61%. We'll give him a flail. 63% flail. It's a lot of flails. What we'll do next is we'll kind of distribute them a bit. This way, let's put at least some of the two-handed flails a little more spread out. All right. So the flails are spread out, so if there is somebody who doesn't have a helmet in the enemy army, somebody with a flail is going to be nearby. We've got good pole arms, all spread out. Actually, let's do that and do that. So now I've got pole arms and range spread throughout, so no matter where an enemy is, if it's got a lot of armor, there is a pole arm somewhere nearby to hit it hard and break it before these weapons finish them off. Looks good. Okay, so again, I can't just normally click on to attack. I have to hold down Control. If I push Control, you can see it turns into the sword. So now I can attack a normally neutral party. And hopefully nothing else pops up like a friendly unit for them. Mini conscripts. We should be able to take these guys out pretty easily. Now you can see they do have some of those fire lances, so we definitely want to hit those. And they all have nimble. So nimble will reduce the amount of damage they get, but I want to definitely target those because they will do some damage to me. These little swords, my armor can take several hits from those before I get any serious damage. So we're going to wait. Didn't quite move up like I hoped. Alright, so I'm going to have to move up a little bit. So some of my pikemen and stuff in the back can move forward. The one step should be... Oh, those are bad. Those are painful weapons. Okay, that guy at least ran out in the front. And so did this guy. This guy doesn't have a very good helmet on, so we can at least maybe target that and do some significant damage. Good. This guy is less helpful. Let's move him forward and he'll put his shield up. Boom. Oh, he took his helmet off. So that's even better. So he can go for the headshot. Almost killed him. This guy will only get one target anyway, so you might as well go forward and take it. He is stuck. Alright. I could move him through here and have a shield wall. He's not a very important guy. However, I don't want him to get swarmed with all the pole arms. So he'll move forward and wait, and we'll see what to do. This guy as well. I don't want to step forward twice and have this guy on the high ground attacking me. So he'll just step forward one. This guy will step forward 60% or 45 for a headshot. We'll go with the 60. All body shots, but he did some damage. Again, we want to kill these fire pike guys. This guy. Let's move 2 for now. And we'll see what these guys do if we can respond. Alright. Now, I can try to hit this guy. If I kill him, great, or if I really wound him, the only danger is if I don't finish him off this turn, he'll be able to shoot his fire pike and probably hit me back, which would not be so pleasant. Okay, we can step back. Then I can just reload and step forward next turn. And this guy, I don't like that. So let's step down here and shoot at this polearm. Missed. I'm actually tempted at this point just to shoot at these guys. If this guy wants to shoot his little fire pike, he's only going to hit one dude. So these polearms are a lot more dangerous. This guy can swing here. Another hit is good. Sure, let's go for it. I'll risk it. Do I kill that guy? He's fleeing anyway. Let's try to do some more damage to this guy. Missed. No. You're blocking, so you have to come up here. You could stab him. Not too much damage, but something. You will put your shield up so you don't get hit, because you're my best dude. Or one of my best dudes. If I run him forward, he's not going to get in base contact, and they'll both get to hit him, which I don't necessarily want. So he'll just wait. And his polearm guys missed that guy and did half damage his armor. So nothing that devastating, but certainly not pleasant. Okay, we're whittling him down. Oh, that's a dangerous weapon. Reload, step down. Let's see if we can take him out. Step down, hit that guy. Hurt him pretty bad. Yeah, I think we should... Wait, has this guy gone? He's gone. He has not gone. So I could step up, try to kill him, and if I do, then these guys can start moving forward and getting close with these pole arms, which I want to finish them, so let's try to kill him. Nope, nope. Alright, again, I can get a clear shot at this pole arm if I step down here and fire. So let's do that. Down here. I haven't hit him at all. Almost. It's always been like 60%, but how hurt is this guy? He's not hurt, but he is a target for all three of these guys, which is not good at all. So I'm going to shield wall with you. He's shield walling. He's 50% chance to hit. Nope. Step up. We can try to finish that guy off. Nope. Step back. He's running. However, I can get in contact with this guy. Now, I got a 59% chance to hit this guy. However, this guy has his armor still, and the spear does pretty poor damage to the armor. That guy will go in 4 turns. This guy goes in 2. This guy goes in 3. This guy's armor is gone, so maybe I'll try to hit him. And I almost killed him. Okay, I could step back here, and I'll get a clear shot at that guy. His weapon can actually do the attacking 3 spots. Doesn't hit as hard individually as these, but hitting 3 places is pretty powerful. So let's try to focus on him. Another miss. Hits, finally. Sure, step forward and stab him. Again, doesn't do a huge amount of damage. Oh, he's actually really hurt. Maybe he should shield wall. Alright, he can rush forward. Let's put a little pressure on them. He can swing at that guy. 58%. That guy's shield wall is with 38. Misses with everything. He needs to shield wall. He's pretty hurt. This guy's going to run. So let's wait. He's going to run. He'll get killed. Might lower some morale. And then he can step down and swing at that guy. And we can do headshots. This guy doesn't have a shield and doesn't have good hit armor. This guy, let's just do 1 regular swing. Decent amount of damage. And protect. Oh, crap. So, again, when someone's running, the guy in the top position swings first, and it goes clockwise. So this guy with the crappy spear stabbed him, did some damage, as opposed to this flail, which does a lot more damage. So that's a little unfortunate, but it's okay. I mean, ultimately we do the same thing. We'll swing down here, and we'll do the headshot. And it didn't hurt him very much. This guy can only step forward 1 space and swing, so let's just see if we can kill him. Polearm missed both, thank goodness. Now it's all cluttered up here. I can't get a good shot anymore, so we'll just hit who we can. 60%. This guy does not have a clear shot at anything. So I got a couple options. Probably the best one is to step down and shoot at him. And then if it misses, there's a good chance the guy who's blocking is him who'll get hit. So go ahead and shoot it there. Yeah, maybe hit somebody else instead, but that's fine. We're putting out damage. Damage. That guy goes in 12 turns. And he's got fast adaptation, if you see, so he gets a bonus to hit every time he misses, so he's very dangerous. We'll do 1 attack. And then... yeah, he doesn't do much damage. We'll do defense. I would like to step forward and swing at them, but that's not going to happen. Let's see if we can finish him. Hurt him, took his armor out, did not finish him. Let's step back. He can wait, and this guy, when he moves maybe around, he can step down and swing. Now this one's a little trickier. I could step forward and swing at that guy. Who else gets to go? 12? No. 8. This guy goes in 9 turns. This guy goes in 8 turns. So if he steps forward and hits this guy hard enough, this guy might be able to finish him. That guy goes in 2 turns, so he should be able to kill that guy. And these 2 guys have already gone. So let's go up here. Good. Swing at that guy. Hurt him pretty bad. I don't know if I'm going to swing again yet. I'm going to wait. See if we... oh, he's going to go in a turn. What's this guy? He's unharmed. I think... yeah, while it would suck, worst case scenario, he could take both shots from those guys. Let's see if we can just finish this guy. Close. Not quite, but close. Same as before. We'll shoot here, and if it misses, it has a good chance of hitting the guy in here who's in the way. Just like that. Yes, this guy, now he can't get all the way around, but he might as well move. That guy is going to be in some trouble next turn. But what we can do, step forward here and try to, actually, how much does that take? The rally takes 5 AP, so he can actually step down here, get next to him, try to rally him, which he's not getting a penalty anymore for wavering. Let's see, finish that guy. Good. Scared one of these two, or maybe both. Now, I don't know if I necessarily want to go. Oh, this guy's not hurt either, so let's get down here. They're moving in. Yes, he can take one hit. He's unarmed, so let's just keep going. Hit him. This guy is not hurt at all. Let's go for headshots. Now you can see he's at 50 fatigue. The headshot as a special attack takes a lot more fatigue. It puts him up to 75. But if I can get a lot of headshots, it'll kill him quicker, which will be good. Didn't get it. This guy, let's go. Okay, so if he does a regular swing, he'll have 63, and then shield wall takes 20. 63 plus 20 is 83. He can't do both, and he is hurt. So let's shield wall and try to keep him alive, because these guys may target him because he's so weak. And this guy, let's move him here, and then next turn he can step here and swing at him. Alright. Oh, hit him very hard. This guy could kill that guy. There's a penalty because he's so close. I mean, he's going to get to swing anyway, so I might as well step down here and just see if I can kill him. Nope. He did try to kill that guy, but he failed, thankfully. Let's try to hit him. He's fleeing, which is good. And you can see this guy stepped up here after he swung, so now he's on the high ground, so it'll be harder to hit and have a bonus to hit us, which is not good. And this guy is loaded. We could come down here and fire at that. That's a good hit. This guy, 42%. Let's go for it. We've got nothing else to hit. We've got to kill these pole arms. You can stay there. Now this guy can't quite take 2 steps and fire like I'd like. So let's step down 1 step and fire here. Hit that guy, but hit his shield. Try to hit this guy. Missed. Poke away. I think I'm gonna wait. This guy's gonna run and get killed, hopefully. And then he could maybe move in to do a headshot on that guy. This guy, sure, move in here. This guy can move in here and go for a headshot. This guy should probably wait. This guy can swing at him. Not hit. This guy can chop here. Got a hit. Got a kill. He has the Berserk perk. He could actually step in twice to there. Let's do that. Oh, that broke him, which is great. I can't do headshots. He's already gone. Let's just wait. We'll wait. Actually, let's just step over here and do headshots on this. No, can't. That guy's dead. This guy is going to get a headshot. Boom. I could attack him. His armor, his body armor is so broken, it's probably not going to get saved anyway, so I might as well try to kill him. Okay. And good, we're going to run him down. He can only take one step and swing. Now, this guy's armor is untouched, so I will try to just focus with my flails. I don't think his armor is anything incredible, but you know, any armor's still nice. And there we go. A tougher fight to some of my other ones, even though there's only 8 of them. Those are better opponents, but we got some better stuff, especially the sword lance will be very nice. And that's the armor. 75 for 7. I mean, it's nothing incredible, but there we go. And now we're at war with the southern states, and they're going to hate us, but well, what are you going to do? Let's see what we got here. Same as usual. This guy doesn't have a huge amount of health, so let's actually give him that over his defense, even though defense is helpful, especially because his melee skill isn't great, but he does do 10% extra damage because he's a drunkard. And he's got plenty of resolve because he's a drunkard as well. And let's see what we got here. I could give him Colossus, keep him alive. You know, I kind of like this guy, and the bonus to damage helps with headshots. His melee skill is never going to be great. Let's make him a flail expert. Now he can ignore shields even when he goes for the headshots, which can help us out quite a bit. And let's do one more thing. Let's check and see. We want to repair these nice pieces of equipment. This sword lance will probably end up going to the light polearm guy, and as he gets higher level and he gets the perk Overwhelm, now when he swings and he hits 3 people, all 3 of them get a 10% penalty to their melee skill for a turn. And he can swing that. If he kills one of them, he can swing it again and stack it. So that's a nice combination if you go to his light polearm builds. In fact, I might as well just give this to him now. He'll repair it. It's at 50%. You can see it's only got 52 health as opposed to one of these things, which is 64. So these are a little more fragile, and since you're swinging in an arc and hitting multiple targets, these will get damaged more quickly. And theoretically in a battle, they may start getting so damaged they might break. So just something to keep in mind. All right. Well, it was a little brutal. You can see the city now is in red. Now all their stuff will automatically be hostile towards me. And we should come up here and sell some of that and get some food. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right. So it didn't automatically pause. And what do we got here? I probably don't want to fight these guys. Yeah. We had, fighting 11 or 8 of them last time. We won, no one died, but we got some people roughed up. This particular fight now, and they've got some gunners, and my guys are beat up. This would be bad, so we're gonna have to run. The good news is they may not be chasing me because they may think they have the advantage. Don't. If you need to run, don't just hit the retreat from combat. The AI may have your people run in wonky directions and get caught, so you don't want to do that. And in fact, when there's terrain like this in the way, you want to make sure these guys, you guide them around it. So this guy can go up and down, so we can just kind of keep in our battle line. This guy will be able to get through as well, so it should be okay. Yeah, I think we can keep pretty much everyone just in the same formation as we go back. But we don't have... Now, you can either end your turn climbing onto terrain or start your turn climbing off of it. Because it only adds, on an open terrain, only adds 1 action point to the movement. And if you've got 9, that'll still work. So this guy can go here, and this guy will still be able to go up there. He can get around. And he can climb up there, and we're all good. Yeah, that would be an unpleasant fight for us at this point. And even after this turn, you're looking at it, you're like, well, you know, we're right there. We should be able to, I should be able to tell them to run away. They can still screw it up. So we'll shepherd them back as far as we can, but they can't actually leave the battlefield unless you hit the retreat. And when you hit retreat, everybody has to run off the battlefield. You can't just have one dude run onto the square and tell him to leave. It doesn't work that way. Alright, we're going to try it. We're going to say retreat now, and we're going to see if they... because it should be just a straight move back. Because if they don't move straight back, they could get caught by these guys. 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1. Did that guy make it? Yep. Okay. Although he didn't have to move there. It was not the most efficient way off the map. So you take a small morale hit for running. I think you actually lose a little bit of renown as well, but there's some fights you can't win. So now I have to be a little more careful. I saw that unit earlier as a neutral party, so my little what's it called? The little add-on thing I have didn't automatically pause it when I spotted him because it wasn't the first time I spotted that unit. It was the first time I spotted it as a hostile unit, but apparently it doesn't count. So I have to be a little more careful now. Yeah, I was going to speed forward again, but I think I'll wait till I get to the open countryside here. All right. And we'll see what's the town. They're under attack, no surprise. But again, food isn't too bad. And actually tools, I mean, $258 is not a great price for tools, but it's not terrible. Have to buy some stuff, but maybe you can sell some of the stuff too. So we can get rid of these. I could probably get rid of these crappy pole arms now. And again, shields are selling for 20, so we're at a good place. We can get rid of some of these damaged ones I got from my enemies. Anything else? I need one thing of arrows right now. I don't usually wear that kind of armor. I mean, it's around the same as that. I don't have that anymore. Okay, so we're okay. We got some money there. Let's check our dudes out. Only one of them got severely injured, and he did get severely injured. So we can still do some fighting. Let's see what this says. I quite like my balls. Well, you know. Go there and defend the fallen star. Okay, so we're gonna have to say we want more payment when the work is done. Okay, it's expensive, but more importantly, there's no advance. So if we go to defend it and something huge comes along to fight us, we can back away and hopefully not get in too much trouble. So let's take that. That's fine. Where's the fallen star? Over there. The only potential issue is it's not very far to go over there, but I don't know how long I have to wait for the enemies to appear. And I don't have a huge amount of food. I may have to buy some more here when it's very expensive. But I don't have a choice really. Is there stuff I can sell? Because now I've only got enough money for 3 days. These two-handed swords are okay, but if you're going to use two-handed weapons, you should be using the big stuff and heavy armor. We're not at that point, and those aren't the best two-handed weapons. So just like I got rid of the two-handed cleaver, we'll get rid of that. Yeah, I think we can get rid of that too, probably. Alright, so you got enough money to get through for a while. We got one dude who's pretty beat up, but you have to deal with it. Alright. We'll head over here. We'll see if... Ooh. Regiment. Conscripts and gunners. 12 of them. This guy is getting better. That guy may, worst case scenario, may have to step out of the fight. Now, what does he have? Damage inflicted. I mean, he's not a major damage dealer anyway. Melee defense is a bit of a problem, because that makes it harder for him just to be a roadblock. I mean, his defense is still at 22. So as long as he heals up, and has his health and his armor and stuff, he's not going to be as effective, obviously, but he can still be a decent... he can still contribute to the fight. And he'll contribute by being a roadblock and just touching the enemies so my other people who are okay get a bonus to hit. Not 100% effective. So they're going to come after me, which is fair. I am a little weak. They're cutting me off, because I do want to go around them. I don't know if... They're not acting as stupid as they normally do. Usually you can get around them pretty easily. These southerners are wily. Now, is he the guy who's going to attack the location? I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes you're supposed to go to the location and then just wait, and enemies will appear, and they'll have the little symbol on them that's, you know, the little objective symbol. I'm guessing that's the case. I'm guessing this is just a random unit that was wandering around. This is not the actual threat that I'm supposed to defend this place from. The other thing is, will there be allies here for me to fight with? I would certainly prefer to have a couple northerners assisting me defending this, which I assume there will be, but I'm not positive. Now let's see. He's still hurt. This guy's fine though. And we're kind of set up for fighting northerners. The only difference would potentially be this guy, because again, this pike does 60 to 80 damage to armor, whereas this thing does 72 to 90 damage to armor. But it doesn't give a bonus to hit. And I think since his accuracy, his melee is only 69, it's more important to get the plus 10 to hit for him. Alright, so set up camp here. So we get some options. What do we want? Palisades, find items, recruiting faithful. Let's just get some dudes. The more dudes we have, the better. Now, my only concern is those guys who are following us. Hopefully they're not going to be a problem. All right, let's see. Troop of Northerners. Great. Oh, we have a reputation. That's great to know. Best is screening force, strawaway elements. So what do we want? To be honest, I haven't fought the Southerners that often. This is the least, this is the newest end game crisis. I don't like the gunners. I don't know how dangerous they are. I at least know how to deal with infantry. Although, I mean, the gunners aren't that dangerous. The infantry takes the longest to chew through. And if I can get rid of some of their infantry, I get rid of some of their pole arms. And that's the bigger concern of mine. You can run these guys down. Or I can command them directly. Now, if you want to command them directly, that's fine, but you're fighting the whole enemy army. They're probably going to be controlled by the AI, and it's probably going to be a goat rope. So, I've already got the faithful helping me out. So let's get rid of their gunners, and I'll just deal with their infantry. Taste retreat, the settlers can't resist. Alright, so it's just, there are fewer enemies. Oh, 15. Lots of conscripts, a few gunners, and an assassin. If you haven't fought an assassin before, they've got all sorts of special abilities, and they have little, like, smoke grenades and stuff they'll throw at you, which are kind of annoying. Alright. How are my guys doing? He's mostly healed up, and his armor's fully fit. Everybody else looks good. Oops. I hit T. I wanted to get them out of camp. Not that it really matters, but... Oh, I just have some peasants. When it said faithful, I thought there'd be something useful, not just peasants. Ugh. Okay, well... This could be at least potentially useful terrain, as long as my peasant friends here aren't stupid and they run forward and use it against us. But if we can make this a choke point for them, that would be great. And I do have better ranged, I think, than they do, so they should be rushing me. We could actually step up here. We'll wait and we'll see what comes, but... Yeah, my guys are going to be stupid. Well, you know, they are peasants. What are you going to do? So we got this to make a choke point as they come through, so I can gank them. And some high ground down here, so as they come through, I can anchor down here. I don't want to step here because it says that blocks movement. It doesn't block line of sight. So if I step forward, if they do have any polearm guys, they'll be able to swing over it. I mean, I guess I can step forward there now, and if it becomes an issue, I can step away. But I want them, I don't want to fight, I don't want to put two guys here and stop him here. I want them to have a guy here and maybe a guy in each of these spots. They have three, and I can circle around and do more damage. So, yep, these guys are in good position. One guy at least will be on the top here, protecting the flank if I get surrounded. He's fine there. This guy could actually step up here, and I could maybe put this guy down here somewhere. This way my major damage dealer gets the bonus to hit, which is always nice. And I just need someone to be a body up there, so that's fine. And the three here, 1, 2, 3. I can shut this down too, I think. So let's put you here for now. Put you here, and if one guy wants to rush into the middle, he's going to get ganked by these two on the ground. And this guy can switch if he needs to. And he's got high ground for defense. He's in good shape. This guy is... Now, one thing you can look, it says for the company. At the bottom is a little, like, information scroll. That means he's within range of the banner to get the resolve bonus. This guy is too far away. So, that's something kind of important for your guys who are going to get hit a lot. He's not getting the resolve bonus. But he's already confident, so he's in pretty good shape for now. Good. He can move down, so he's a little more flexible. Gunners, polearms, all the bad stuff. Oh, I can see that guy And he doesn't have any covers. Good. Shoulder shot. This guy can see. Ooh, the assassin. Well, I can see him. I may have to move some extra people down to the south to try to stop the assassin, because he has a problem. Another hit on him. Let's move you. If I go here, he's going to get swarmed. If I move here, I'll try to come in there. Yeah, it's fine. And he's fine where he is from what I think. Good. We may need another polearm down here for the assassin. He's just a dude. Let's take the high ground there. It's an opening, but there. Alright. He shot, didn't do any damage, but overwhelmed him. I can accept that. Alright. Battle is now engaged. Missed again. Missed again, but blew up a peasant. Although they have been overwhelming me, which is a bit annoying. Okay, so this is an error that I've seen pop up a couple times. I think there was a update about this. So for some reason, these gunner weapons, they cause all sorts of problems with the game mechanics, and especially if you've got some of the mods that speed things up, the game can hang a little bit. So I may have to. It looks like he's fired and has hung things up. So if it doesn't change, I don't think it's going to. I think it's going to get stuck here. So I may have to reload this. It'll be under the, the auto save as the battle starts. So, but I mean, you can at least see realistically, this is a 2,000 gold quest. I think it was 2 skulls. And it's not going to be an easy fight, especially because we saw what happens just fighting 8 dudes. This is a much more robust force, but this is a winnable battle. But you're going to have to be on your best. And we've already injured a couple. They're coming in piecemeal as opposed to that fight with the 8 and they stayed together. And these guys are going to step up. I've got the mace here and my best flail dude, or one of my best flail dudes in the end. So we can take that guy out. We got a couple guys down here stepping in. We can take those guys out as well. The assassin is a little more tricky, but I think that's good enough for now. You've seen plenty, and I'll get it cleaned up and see if we can get it to work. I may try to just run this fight, and if I have to, absolutely, I'll pull the mod off, or maybe all the mods, and see if it runs better. Bye for now.